5,500 Ks all the way from Perth to Sydney.
Alright, I'm here with Ben Hirons, who's somehow stupidly agreed to take on the Indian Pacific Wheel Race. Maybe he can run through a bit of his bike. He's got a, what have you got there, Ben? Don't worry about me.
It's a curved Belgie Spirit, Shimano alternator gears, hydraulic disc brakes, head Belgian wheels, got a 3652 on the front and a 1132 at the back. Gary P talked me into getting the 3652 for the Nullarbor, and I went talking into getting the 32 cassette for the mountains at the end of this ridiculous ride.
Full range, hey?
Sure.
Alright, so you got a few bags on there. What's
I have all bags.
And a bit of water.
So up the front, this is my mattress I'm sleeping on. In this dry bag, 4 litre dry bag, is my bivvy inside my sleeping bag, and then all just jammed in there. I could probably make it a bit smaller if I use the compression sacks, but I've gone for the easy option, so I can just literally stop on the side of the road. I can be in my bivvy in about a minute, and then when I wake up 2 or 3 hours later, I can pack it all up in about 2 minutes and back on the road. So rather than worry about size, I've got 2 feed bags here, which are purely just for snacks. That's the weekend's exploits right there. And then more snacks in here. This bag in here is all the electrical stuff. So I've got my sine wave.
What's a sine wave?
The sine wave converts the dyno power into USB power.
What's a dyno?
So the dyno is this fancy front hub. So when that spins, it generates electricity, which powers my lights through the night. Or during the day, you can convert it into USB power. You can charge my phone, you can charge my Garmin, you can charge my spot tracker if I want, you can charge my speaker. Under here, you get right down here, Adam.
Speaker?
No
way.
So when everyone else is falling asleep during the night, I'm going to be pumping out some tunes. Then frame bag. One side is basically just spare tube, tools and stuff, and then this side some wet weather gear, some arm warmers, and then there'll be some more food in there, undoubtedly. And then bag at the back is just for some spare clothes, and I'll have a bladder in there for emergency extra water if I think I'm going to need to carry some more. But I reckon with my 3 1 litre bottles and my 750ml bottle down there, almost 4 litres of water.
Yeah, cool.
Got my little Hubbard mirror here to check out the road trains as they're coming up from behind. Dyno rear light, don't have to worry about charging that or anything, just pedal and you have a light.
Cool. Are you going to give away what tyres you're going to run?
Not these ones. These are tubeless, and tubeless is way too hard to put on in the desert. I've discovered you need about 130 psi and all the soggy water to put these on. Don't really have that in the outback.
No.
So I think you just some Continental 4000s.
Oh, 4000s, very light.
And maybe a couple of spare tubes.
Cool. So now, how long you had the bike for?
This is my second curve bike. I got this one just before Christmas. So I think between Christmas and now I've put about 3,000 Ks into this thing. And pretty happy with the setup. Looks like it's relatively dialed. Very comfortable on a long ride, but also pretty light, being titanium and stuff. So really happy with it. Hopefully it's going to get me the whole way across the country.
Nice. So how long is this ride again?
5,500 Ks all the way from Perth to Sydney, taking the direct route along the coast from Adelaide to Melbourne.
That sounds not direct at all.
Out to Bairnsdale, and then through all the mountains, particularly those isolated mountains, through Canberra, and then up to Sydney at the Opera House, hopefully.
Where you finish. Nice. Thanks, Ben.
Thank you very much.
Well, I want to demo that speaker now.
Okay. Disco beach out there. You're down in the drops, speakers right there. Into the desert now. Desert beach. Dancing. Can't really dance on a bike,